On a positive note, sticking with automotive stories. So for some of you who are familiar with self-driving vehicles, right? I think Tesla has already implemented that in their vehicles, but it's not totally self-driving in a sense that in a highway you can automate it. So you still have to be at the driver's seat so that if there's anything that happens in front of the vehicle, you can still take control of it. But here's something interesting that just happened. So not just recently happened, but based on the article. So in China, they're already rolling out the first self-driving taxis. Let me repeat: self-driving taxis, meaning it's self-driving. There's no driver inside the vehicle, so you can hail a cab, go to where you want to go, and it stated that this could generate in the north of $1 trillion of revenue here by 2040. Sorry. So this company is called AutoX, which is backed up by Alibaba, and they've already started hitting the road in cities like in Shenzhen as well as in Shanghai. So they took the public roads. So they started with autonomous shuttles by the company on the public roads of China, but still required a safety drivers. But with the current program, they have removed the backup driver for their fleet of 25 taxi cars. So this is interesting what they're doing here, and it's something that you only see in the movies that way in the future, but I think the future has arrived in somewhat. So the company has released an official video of its minivan, the flat Chrysler Pacifica, that was able to navigate through China's downtown area. So let's take a closer look here. Where is it? Or what's the video? Here's the official video. Where the heck is it? There you go. So you can see here, it's still loading. What the heck happened? So you can see here the vehicle has several sensors included here, and it's automated. It's driving by itself. So it's like looks spooky if you think about it, right? That it's driving itself, and can't imagine the day has come when a vehicle drives by itself. Never imagined that, but I guess the future has arrived, and this is good news in a sense that technology keeps on innovating, improving to the point that AI technology is somewhat reachable and applicable for daily tasks here. And it was stated in the video, it was able to what do you call this? It was able to swerve away loading trucks on its own. It was able to perform U-turns and even veering past walking pedestrians. So meaning it has sensors, real-time information so that it can recognize what threats are in front of it and make necessary calculations and changes. And according to the AutoX CEO, the name is Zhan Xiong Xiao. It is a dream that after many years of hard work, the company has finally reached a point where they can say that their technology is now mature enough, meaning it's for public consumption. They have expressed confidence in themselves to the point of removing the safety driver. Because imagine if this were the case for airplanes, right? No need for a pilot to drive an airplane, but I think that's a totally different realm altogether. But again, for most of us who typically drives a car, obviously, if you can use that feature, if it's cheaper, convenient, safer, then I'm all for it. And how are they able to do that in terms of implementing a technology so complicated and sophisticated? So they were able to win the regulators after they have worked out how to improve not just the hardware but as well as the software. Obviously, it has to work in both ways. That the hardware component has to be solid as well as the software. If it's just one or the other, it might not work out. And they were able to do that. So how they do that is by implementing 100 vehicles driving all day in China, where they capture data so they can learn from it. So the AI software is much better now in terms of recognizing what they need to do in terms of certain situational road incidents here, which is, you know, tremendous, right? If you think about it. So AutoX currently has 100 robot taxis that they call that will be deployed within the 5 different Chinese cities, which include Wuhan and Shanghai. So you can just imagine, you know, in a few years or in decades time that automated self-driving vehicles will be the norm in the future. It's not just electric vehicles, but, you know, we can dream, right? And hopefully it can be implemented in such a way that it's enjoyable and safe to drive, and make it more, you know, make it more enjoyable so that you don't have to worry about, you know, that with the traffic and everything, let the AI taxi worry about the traffic. And what they plan to do here is by next year, the company aims to double its current reach of 10 other local cities. So hopefully they can expand that in other regions and in other countries as well. So it's already available in Shanghai for public use through the use of its Alibaba's AutoNavi app. And hopefully they become a very top global market for these automated vehicles. And China projects the revenue can generate in the north of $1 trillion here. So it could be very interesting in terms of who will be the market leader in AI technology. Is it the United States, European countries, or China here? So obviously, they still have a long ways to go. It's stated that it'll take another 5 years before the use of self-driving taxis can be a norm. Yeah, we have to wait and see. But I'm excited, right? This is great news for many of us, especially who are tech junkies here. Anyway,